Hey, what's going on, guys? TalkNorwichCity here, back for another video. Coming in today with the Twitter reaction. We've just beaten Preston 3-1 away from home. I know we won a game away from home, and as always with these away games and everything really, I love to get your guys' thoughts in on Twitter, and it's a very happy Twitter reacts today. We haven't done a happy Twitter react, I don't think, for quite some time. So let's kick it off then with Anita, who you'll all know from the fan cams. She says, two youth get a chance and both score. Josh and James got to be thought of as bright hopes for the future of Norwich City Football Club. I completely agree, Anita, and I think that has been one of the positives that there hasn't been many positives this season, and that has got to be one of them. At least we're starting to see some youth come through. The Murphys, obviously the standout. Louis Thompson was doing brilliantly before he picked up that horrible injury. James Maddison has been doing well on loan and then coming today and got the goal. You've got the likes of Ben Godfrey, who started to get in front of some Norwich fans. And then even younger than that, you've got the likes of Aston Oxborough, Glenn Middleton, Todd Cantwell, Benny Ashley Seal. So you've got a lot of youth players, and hopefully for the next 5 years, we're just going to see that continue and continue. Even going back to the days of David McNally, they started to invest a little bit more money in the academy. We got that Category 1 status, and we haven't really seen much come from the academy. So maybe the season in the Championship is going to be another season in the Championship, just allows these players like Maddison, like the Murphys, hopefully like the types of Godfrey and Thompson next season, to bed in and get in front of Norwich fans and impress us Norwich fans, because the experienced players certainly haven't impressed us this season. Lando loves Norwich, says Maddison, Wes and Pritchard have to be the face of next year's attacking options. Oh, and some decent defensive coaching. Mate, completely agree. Pritchard, another standout performer today. He's been absolutely brilliant over the last couple of months, and that shows just what a little bit of game time does. And not fully convinced on his finishing yet, but I'm sure that will come with time. It'd be nice to see him add a few more goals to his collection, although he hasn't done too bad, has he? But, had a couple of decent chances today, but that's certainly not a criticism for Alex Pritchard. He's definitely been one of our better players this season, alongside Maddison, who we've seen a glimpse of today, and he's got himself a goal, and Wes, who we all know about Wes. Gary Hinchcliffe then replied to that and said, our defenders don't need coaching, they need shooting. Bit harsh from Gary, but I can see the sentiment there. Joe Denton says, finally Maddison gets some game time, which is absolutely brilliant. And then a guy called Joe Denton, who isn't the Joe Denton who just said, finally Maddison gets some game time, then replied to that and said, great name. So it's great to see the Joe Denton association mixing in there. Two Norwich fans with the same name, absolutely love that. Brad says, the choice of Maddison, two Murphys, Wes and Pritchard behind Cameron Jerome and Oliveira, and another decent striker will be amazing next season. I think that's a key point there, Brad, is we've never really lacked attacking options this season. Yeah, maybe we did when Oliveira was out injured and Jerome was up top on his own. But in terms of the players behind him, as you said, the two Murphys, you've got Yannick Vilcher, you haven't mentioned there. You've got Naismith, who once again, let's not criticise Naismith when the criticism isn't due. He done well today. Was a really decent attacking threat. You've got the likes of Wes, you've got Maddison. If we can add a few more defenders and another striker as well, then we could. There's no reason why we can't really mount a push on the playoffs next season. In promotion, automatics would be absolutely lovely. Aidan says, Maddison looks like he's going to have a bright future. Didn't put a foot wrong when he came on, and a nice finish for the goal. Completely agree with you there, Aidan. Maddison seems the key point from this game. And it's great to see, a lot of Norwich fans, and rightly so, have been very down about this season, myself included. And just to see a youth player who we've all been calling for to have a chance, get the goal, is just something really nice to celebrate in what's been a pretty dull season. So that's absolutely brilliant. What else have we got? Tom Fear saying we wait months for Maddison to play. He only needs 10 minutes. A mix of youth and experience next season, and we could be on for a solid one. Absolutely agree. Tom is definitely all prepping for next season now. Still loads of work to do. Let's not, blind ourselves with the yellow tinted glasses. There's still loads of work to be done, but at the moment, it does seem like we are going in the right direction, which can only be positive. Amy says, I'm so happy for Maddison. It's great to see the youth doing well. Maddison, Godfrey and Murphy's a class. Completely agree. It was great to see Jacob drop today, and that's no, criticism to Jacob. He's had a great season, but He was dropped. He's very tired. He's played 41 games this season. You bring his brother in, Josh, and he scores a goal. Absolutely love that little link that we've got going on there with the Murphys at the moment. Lewis Fuller saying, I love you, Maddison, future star. Joe Denton, the same Joe Denton as earlier, says, was not expecting that at all. Great to see Maddison and Murphy score. Keep them for a promising future. James McKay saying, God save our gracious Maddison. Could it be the new national anthem? Who knows? And finally, Ultra Gaming Power says, it just proves a point that us fans have been calling out for ages. If we want results like this, we need to give our youth a chance. Look, I can sympathise with the fans and the management. I can understand to a certain extent why the youth haven't been playing this season. Maybe not so much in the last couple of games because you haven't really got too much to lose. But certainly earlier on in the season, you know, it's very tough to bed these youth players in. You try it with the likes of Sergi Canos and it doesn't really come off for whatever reason. You try it with Jacob Murphy and it does work. You know, there's lots of different variables. Maybe Alan Irvine does genuinely think that James Maddison wasn't ready. You know, Maddison I don't think is going to be annoyed. He's still getting to train with these players week in, week out. He's gaining experience. But today, you know, it's just great to see him on the score sheet. And it's great to celebrate a win because we haven't had too much to celebrate in the last couple of, well, the last season really, the last 2 seasons. So it's really nice just to get this win. Enjoy it. Leave me your thoughts down in the comment section today on what you thought of the victory. And I will see you very soon. Peace out.